Hello, I'm St Lucia. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. St Lucia is hosting the President of Nigeria, an historic visit that has reignited discussions across the island and the wider Caribbean about the potential for forging stronger ties with African nations. This diplomatic overture prompts a crucial examination of the advantages and disadvantages inherent in such deeper relationships. Proponents highlight the vast potential for economic cooperation, including trade in diverse minerals and resources, and the benefit of alternative financial support as traditional aid from Europe and America wanes. Cultural exchanges and the reclamation of a shared heritage are also compelling arguments for strengthening these bonds. However, some may express reservations about the practicalities of the new trade routes, potential geopolitical complexities, or question the immediate tangible benefits for small island developing states. The visit serves as a timely catalyst for public discourse on whether a significant pivot towards Africa aligns with the strategic interests and developmental aspirations of the Caribbean region. So, we, ahead of this visit, asked, should St Lucia and the wider Caribbean forge closer ties with Africa? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Oh yes, call him on, man. We should try something new, man. We should try something new. Because the rest of the world, they're not taking care of us. So let's try something. We could benefit from trade, cultural exchange, taking loans from them and so on. Yes, we have to try something new. It's important that we try something new because the other areas, the other places not taking care of us. So we have to try something new. Let's see what's going on.
Yes, by every premier sous Africa, nous pas besoin américain encore, nous pas besoin européen. Nous sommes africains, nous avons pas africains à présent. Nous besoin premier changement.
The way the world is going at this point in time, bilateral relations, multilateral relations is the way to go. And irrespective of the region the country is, we must try to get our feet wet and extend our hands and let other people extend their hands to us. Europe support, America support is dwindling, and therefore you've got to seek alternative means of getting support, getting finance support, getting investment, and getting cultural exchanges with other countries of the world. And Africa is perfect. After all, we are rutical Africans.
Oh, Collie, I think so, These are our people. And Africa, to me, is the richest country in the world in minerals. Even Africa have the most wild animals. And the countries in Africa are not as poor as they are made to look. If you see the way these places are developed, you'll freak out. When I see pictures of Addis Ababa, Botswana, Uganda, these cities are wonderful, man. So I think we should really trade with them. We'll benefit. We will benefit. And Africa is a very rich country, no matter what's being shown on TV.
I think we should explore the world and see where we can get benefits from other countries, Well, I mean, we are a developing country and we need development in our country, And once it's something that is beneficial to the country, well, I applaud it,
Of course, why not? We are African descent, and why not get to know more and of our history and our background, and of course, economically, it would be beneficial to us to develop stronger ties with the outer world.
That should have been happening long, not only now, long. Because even the Christians are so hypocrite on that. Because the prophecy predicts that we have to go back to Africa because we do not have a homeland. The land that we have here right now living on, we call our St Lucia, is not our homeland. And we have to forge ties with Africa because Africa have to stretch our hands back to us so we can go back to Africa. This is the land of the ancestors of the Caribs. It's not the land of our ancestors. The land of our ancestors is Africa, and that's where we have to go back. So we have to start having ties with the African community, the African countries?
Oh, definitely. That's a no-brainer. We need to make sure not that we have stronger ties, but we have to have a consistent policy that we trade, we have cultural exchanges and maintain very, very strong relations with all African countries, because that is our heritage, that is our background, and that is our motherland. So we need to work on that, and I think it should be a priority for all the Caribbean islands.
Yes, because they will be better, because they have minerals there, they have more resources, and it would be better to have multicultural ties with them.
I mean, who else to really forge ties with but your mother country? Our birthplace is Africa, of our ancestors. We should reignite that spirit and bring them back to the fore and to the table for discussion. Africa is the only country in the world that depends on nobody for its survival. All the minerals are there. So it's time we forge links with our ancestors. What really surprised me a lot, Chief, is the fact that the opposition is complaining. This surprises me a lot. You know, when you're telling your countrymen that they should not forge ties with their mother country, it is really sad. You know, I mean, we've had many visits. I have traveled the world with the Governor General, and airports are shut down and roads are shut down just to accommodate those people. So I do not know what the complaints about. I'm very happy. I'm happy that he's coming. They're hoping that he can get to meet the people and we can just, reignite this whole spirit of Africanism in the Caribbean.
Now to our new discussion. The Royal St Lucia Police Force has announced plans to implement body-worn cameras, a move officials say will enhance transparency and accountability in civilian police interactions. Proponents argued that these devices can provide objective evidence, de-escalate confrontations, and protect both officers and the public by offering a comprehensive record of encounters from start to finish. However, critics often raise concerns about privacy implications, the potential for selective recording, and the substantive costs associated with data storage and management. The effectiveness of body cameras in truly fostering trust and reducing misconduct remains a subject of ongoing debate, with varied outcomes observed in different jurisdictions worldwide. Despite these considerations, many law enforcement agencies are increasingly adopting this technology as a measure to modernize policing and respond to public demands for greater oversight. This initiative by the RSLPF seeks to capture a more complete narrative of incidents, moving beyond partial civilian recordings that often lack full context. The force anticipates that reliable footage will bolster accountability and guide officer conduct. So we ask, do you think that the RSLPF's new body-worn cameras will improve police transparency and public trust? Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and the new discussion.